Hi everyone, welcome back to the Code Street. This is Siddhant, and in this video, we will be learning about character arrays. How are these character arrays different from the normal concept of arrays? How are they declared differently? How are they implemented differently? What is the ideology about these character arrays? Why should we implement a null? And how are these characters when we use it? How are they read when they are declared inside the array? How do we use or declare a sentence using character variable? Because we know that string is actually not a data structure used inside C++, right? So in the absence of string, how can character be used as a data structure inside C++ to read an entire sentence? So these are some of the things that we will be understanding in this video. And I reckon that this video will be very important because it kind of lays a foundation for this entire character array segment, and you will find it very helpful so that you can implement it in the future videos whenever you encounter any problem that requires you to deal with character arrays in general. So yeah, with that note, let us begin with this video. But before we can go about discussing about character arrays, let us start off by knowing a bit more about Newton School, जिनके साथ ये वीडियो कोलैबोरेशन में बन रही है. So going on to their platform, Newton School is an edtech platform which guarantees you 100% placement, and they are charging you 0 rupee as fee until and unless you get placed with a minimum package of 5 lakhs per annum. So Newton School is doing this in collaboration with a number of really great companies, and these companies can be found out on their platform, that is newtonschool.co. In the recent times, what is happening is Newton School has started the Launchpad platform, and what it is doing actually is that it is giving away a number of really great courses, and that too entirely for free. And you will also earn a course completion certificate once you enroll into these courses and complete it entirely. So Newton School does offer a number of really great courses, ranging from courses for full stack development to courses designed for women and working professionals. All you have to do is just enroll yourself and you will be completely job ready. Newton School has also started the grand coding contest, and it is now up for registration. Just visit their platform and you can successfully register into this contest that is being held, and just uh, test out your coding skills. In the meantime, if you feel like doing anything related to coding stuff, you can always hop onto the Newton School Playground platform and you can create your own algorithmic playground, and you can start off by coding there in any programming language of your choice. For example, if you are doing it in C++, you can do it in the C++ programming language, and there are a number of different programming languages as well. So that is it. That is something that you can find out on their Newton School Playground platform. Now coming back to this video, we will be discussing about character arrays. So let us start off with this discussion. So the topic for today is actually discussing about character arrays. One thing is which is very pretty important while discussing character arrays is that character arrays are slightly different from the normal implementation of an array, and that is something that we will be understanding in this video. That is, the first thing is that might help you in understanding that behavior is what happens when we do something like this, int a, and then we implement it like this, 1 2 3, and then we do this. This is a normal declaration of an array, okay, but what will be the output in this case? Normal output will be a garbage value. That will be the normal output. अगर हम इसे देखें और अच्छे से, we can go to the playground section, and if we implement it, int main, int array, and what we can do is 1 2 3, and then what we do is we do cout. Suppose we implement intel as well, And now if we try to print it, we will see that the output gives us, just a second, output gives us a garbage value. So this is the normal behavior, like this is something that is supposed to be the output, क्योंकि हमें garbage value मिलेगी यहाँ पे, right? But what happens in case of character arrays is that अगर हम यही चीज character के लिए करें, for example in this case, what we can do is B, why am I going here always, C, and if we try to print this, C out A, of course we will do this, and then we try to print it, we will see that we will get the output that expected comma or semicolon before C out. Alright, oh, we just missed this one. So yeah, if we try to do this, we will get A, B, C. So that is a special case. That is something which happens only in case of character arrays. यहाँ पे हमें garbage value return नहीं होगा, ठीक है? And now what happens is that कि जब हम character array को declare करते हैं, what we do is we either one thing, there is one thing that we can do, we can either declare an array. Let's go back to the whiteboard and let us try to understand what I'm telling. One thing that we can do is that we have to declare, and whenever we want to declare a character array, what we do is we declare it with a size of +1. You always declare a character array with a size of +1. Now why do we do it? We do it because at the end of a character array, we always have to include, we always have to include a null value. Now why do we have to include this null value? Now try to understand this very carefully. The thing is, example, let us consider this sentence: Ram is a good boy. ठीक है? So now what happens is, जब हम इसको Ram is a good boy लिखते हैं and we take it inside a character array, what happens is C++ compiler thinks that after every word, if you see, there is a space, right? So what does the compiler think? The compiler thinks that okay, एक word के बाद space है, which means that the user is actually taking a new variable. Each time I encounter a space, after that I have to take a new variable. But whenever we want to take an entire sentence inside a character array, what we have to do is इसको ये बताना पड़ेगा कि अब हमारा जाके जो sentence है वो terminate हो गया है. So this terminating null character is placed at the end so that it can understand that okay, now I have reached the termination and now this is the entire sentence that I am taking. Okay, वरना ये हर space को encounter करेगा and then it will take as if it is an entirely new variable and so. तो इसीलिए this null becomes very important. Now another concept that the entire null thing leads to is the size. अगर तुम देखोगे तो ये जो size की concept है ना, ये भी null के साथ साथ change हो जाती है. What happens is, अगर हम इसको देखें, alright, and if we now try to print this, that is okay, but if we just try to alter this a little bit, and if we try to print the size of this array ABC, and if we try to run this, we will see that the size is 3. Okay, but अब इसमें अगर हम डाल दें एक terminating null character, and then if we try to, first of all, let us see the size of it. The size will be 4 because this terminating null character is also treated as a character. And then अगर हम इसके साथ इसको print कर देते हैं, then that is also the same result as we just had. That is C out A अगर हमने कर दिया, so we will be getting ABC. So there is no change in this entire output with the intervention of null or without the intervention of null. It is just that the size changes because उस वाले केस में हम क्या करते थे, ABC 3 था, 1 2 3, एंड इस केस में वी ऑल्सो टेक null into account. So that is the thing, that is the entire thing which is happening here. तो अब हम जो नेक्स्ट चीज है वो हम देखते हैं, that is how can we intervene the concept of string here. अब हम strings के बारे में कैसे खेल सकते हैं. So before we can implement it here, let us go back to the whiteboard section and just a second. Yeah. The fourth concept which now comes to the view is square of a of 10 कर दिया हमने, मान लो, ठीक है. एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इज, अगर हमने इसको सी इन ऑफ ए कर दिया एंड देन हमने फिर सी आउट ऑफ ए कर दिया, सी इन ऑफ ए फॉर टेकिंग द इनपुट एंड सी आउट ऑफ ए फॉर डिस्प्लेइंग द इनपुट. ऑफ कोर्स अगर हमने ऐसे कर दिया तो क्या होगा, लेट अस ट्राई टू सी नाउ. If we do this, just a second. Yeah. So if we do this, just a second, I just can manage this one right here and we can place this thing right here. Yeah. Now it looks perfectly fine. Yeah. Now I can type. If we do char a of 100, let's say 100 elements के array लेते हैं, we do c in of a, sorry, c in of a and then c out of a, and of course we are returning 0. एंड अगर हमने यहाँ पे ले लिया राम is a good boy, what will be the output? The output will be Ram only. Now you will be asking me, why is it so? जैसा कि मैंने कहा था, we take a null character because what happens in case of character array is whenever it encounters a space, it assumes that I am taking an entirely new variable. तो वो space पे जाके ही उसको terminate मान लेगा. So what happens here is कि when we encounter Ram, we print Ram, but after that we encounter a space, right? तो जब हम space encounter कर लिए, so I consider that okay, मैंने space encounter कर लिया, this marks the end or the termination of my sentence, and so I have reached the end while parsing, and this is the end of my string. तो इसीलिए वो सिर्फ Ram print करेगा, right? So इसीलिए there is this one thing that we can do. What if I do it this way? Equals Ram is a good boy. What if we do it like this? Okay, and फिर हम लास्ट में एक null भी दे देते हैं, and now we try to put it out. So will it now give me the entire sentence? Let us see. Ram is a good boy. अगर ये ऐसा है तो here are too many initializers for char 100. Okay, so this is not the way that we can do this. ऐसे भी अगर हम कर देते हैं तो हम इसको आउटपुट नहीं दे सकते, ठीक है. So these are some of the concepts that needed clearance. कि क्लैरिटी इन सब कॉन्सेप्ट्स में होनी चाहिए कि अगर हमने ऐसे कर दिया तो ये गलत हो जाएगा. Alright, let us try something else and let us see the possibilities of character array. If we write something like this, let us say character A of hello. Alright, and then we print the size of this thing. Cout size of A. So what is this supposed to give me back? So this will be giving me an output of 6 because 1 2 3 4 5, this is the 5, ये एक हो गया हमारे 5 का, और एक जो टर्मिनेटिंग होता है कैरेक्टर हमारा वो ये 6 दे देगा उसका. Now what do we mean by the terminating thing is, just a second, this is a string, so this string is supposed to be terminating with a null value, right? हमने यहाँ पे null value दिया नहीं है because we are not embedding it inside a character array, but इस string को end करने के लिए एक null तो होता ही है ना, जो कि हमारी character की intrinsic property है. So what it does is it counts that null value also and ये उसको 6 दे देता है. So 1 2 3 4 5 and that null value adds up to 6, right? So this is how it counts up to 6. This size is 6. So this is the characteristic behavior of the entire character array, and this is how it is supposed to work. In the next video, what we will be viewing is, we will be solving a problem related to this character array, which might further clarify your entire doubts related to how character arrays work out in general, how are they declared, initialized, and how to work around whenever you are dealing with the character arrays. So up until then, I hope that don't stop coding, you don't stop discovering, and if you have any doubts related to this video, please do mention it in the comment section below and I will be more than happy to just solve it. And yeah, do share, like, and subscribe to the channel, and up until the next time, bye bye.